That's it. There's a new dish in town, folks. Smoked eel. Never had it. I haven't tried it. I've caught eel. I like eel as a gummy bait, but I've never cooked it. So catch and cook, smoked eel. So all we got to do now is catch the eel, and then we can see if we can't smoke it. We can decide whether we like eel or we hate eel. Either way, we're having a good day. See you on the water, folks. You. Welcome to the swamp. It's pretty easy to get lost in here, mainly due to the fact that the reeds get to about eye level, but also the fact that everything starts to look the same. And at night, I've only been in here a few times at night, like coming in early mornings, and it is creepy. There's sounds that are happening, there's things moving, and you know no one else is out here, so it can put the wind up you a bit. But our plan of attack today is we're going to keep trekking. We've got about 2 k's to walk that way. Okay, now, unfortunately, it is drizzling rain. Now, I knew it was going to rain. I didn't think it was going to rain quite as bad as it is. Right now, it's just drizzling again, but I've had to take shelter a couple of times. I haven't even brought a jacket with me. This time of year, snakes around here, especially tiger snakes, and if you don't know what they are, I think they're our 3rd most poisonous snake in Australia. So they're everywhere around here. They love the water. They love eating frogs. So that's my main aim. I've picked, I guess, a cooler day to come out because I've really got to have my wits about me because there's no phone reception out here. If I get tagged by one, I'm in a lot of trouble. If you see one, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to keep trekking that way. I'll chuck you on my head so you can have a bit of a look around as we're walking through. Soon to hit destination Eelsville. We've got about, I reckon, 500-600 meters to go. Walking through this stuff, which is hell, and we should be there. And hopefully, since we've put the hard work in, we'll be rewarded. So, Eelsville, population currently 0, about to be uno. The rain's just starting to come in again. I don't know if you can tell that on the GoPro, but I thought I'd give you a quick rundown on the setup we're using. Real light, because you want to play them out, have a bit of fun with it. Because we're fishing in swamps, it's only shallow. Has some deep sections, but in the section we can adjust this this float, and then just have our little bit of meat here dangling out. Eels, they'll eat anything. So any meat you've got lying around. I have duck leg that I had sitting in the fridge or the freezer. Thawed that out, and that's what I've chucked on the line. And this rain, it's starting to check in. See, this is what happens. Bad organisation is what I'm gonna have to say. I'm here in a t-shirt, standing in a swamp, getting rained on, and what's worse, mozzies are getting me too. So I've got the double whammy. All right, first cast. Oh, that's the sit, boys. And now we wait. Your love is like an ocean ready to take sail, swept by current, swallowed by a wave. Take heed, they'll say, no, no, no need to get out, just stay on a lovely holiday. How shit's fishing? I just looked at my watch. I have fished for 4 hours. I've trekked 2.5 k's through the swamp and I have 0 fish to show for it. Look, at the end of the day, that is fishing, and I knew this is a very real possibility every time I go out, especially when you're as useless as I am. So, we're not stopping. You can't stop us. we're continuing the mission. Got back to the car, I thought we can't end it that way. We cannot. So I'm en route to a whole new location. Let's see if we can't get ourselves an eel. 2 would be better, but I'll take anything at this point. Check back in the new location. New location, new me, baby. Righto. At a spot now I have not fished since I was a little grom, basically. And I had caught eels there before. In fact, I reckon it was the first eel I ever caught. I'm just walking around here. There's corn, things of corn and stuff on the ground. Pricks leaving rubbish everywhere. Hate it. I'll pick some of that up before I'm done, but I don't know why people have to do that. We have these nice areas and they go and ruin it. I'm going to check back in. Hopefully, next time you look at me, I'm going to have a big eel on the end of the line, but we'll see how we go. I was going to say a big fish, but an eel's a fish, so we'll go with that. A big fish, particularly an eel. You're not going to believe it. It's got to be 3rd time lucky. We are on the road again. We were no good at that last spot. I've dropped past home. I've picked up Aria. Say hi, Aria. And we're up to one last spot. Now it's 3 in the arvo, so I feel like I've stuck it out. If I don't do any good at this last spot, she's all over Red Rover. I'm gonna have to hang up the boots and try again another day. But apart from that, I'm gonna have another crack. One last crack. You can't say I'm not persistent. Our 3rd body of water, and who have I got here? Come here. Hello. You're the new good luck charm, are you? So we're at 3 hours down now at the 3rd location as well, and we have no good. How the hell am I going to do a catch and cook show when I can't catch? We can save this mission. Check back in a second.
24 hours later.
All right, we're not mucking around. Yesterday I reckon I was a bit overconfident. I thought we were going to get one too easy. Today we are not stopping until we catch an eel. We are not pulling any punches. We're going all day and all week if we have to. We're getting an eel. Let's do it. All right, so we've got a whole new setup from the other day. We've got 1, 2, 3 rods all set up. We're running paternoster rigs on those, which is again different from yesterday. So if you don't know what a paternoster rig is, it's basically you got your main line running down to a sinker, and then you got the hook coming off to the side. So it'll sit on the floor and that'll sort of float along like so. So the big game changer on what we had yesterday though is our new and improved bait. Have a look at these big night crawler worms. Have a look at them. I feel like if I don't get an eel, I'll nearly have to cook up one of those night crawlers. They're big enough. Number 1, 2, 3. And now we wait. Don't forget, fishing can be hard work. Remember to stay hydrated. Just Australia's 3rd deadliest snake, just cruising on by. It's been a few hours now, the sun's starting to go down. We are seriously running out of light here. We could be continuing this mission into the night. I'm gonna have to get lights. It's not ideal, but it's what we gotta do. Wow. Oh yes. We finally got one. We finally got one. Oh yes. Oh God, they're hard to hold. Got you. Oh, it's like a snake. Yoo-hoo! You beauty. We've literally been here all day. It's only small, but it'll do. So I feel like there's a lot we don't know about the humble eel, but I'm curious. Oh, they're hard to hold, by the way. So slippery. Do they bite? And I'm going to put a finger in there. Ah, like little sandpapery teeth. 10:30 at night. I've spent a lot of hours. So that's 2 days now that's gone into catching this eel. Now, it's not as big as what I was hoping. I haven't done this before, so this is a new experience for all of us. Unless, of course, you've done it. The way I'm looking at this is that we're just going to fillet it the same as we would any other fish, okay? So we've got its anal hole here. So what I'm going to do is just make an incision through there. The skins are real tough. All the way up to its jawline. Oh wow. Really clean, comes out really clean. Once I dispatched of him, I covered him in salt, and the aim of that is to get rid of the slime, which is nowhere near as slimy as he was. I could hardly hold him earlier, so that was a good tip. What I've made up here is a bit of a brine. So this brine's got chili in it, brown sugar, a heap of salt, and some garlic. So what we're gonna do is chuck him in there, make sure he's all submerged, seal him up, and chuck that in the fridge overnight. I'm going to catch you guys in the morning because I think I deserve a bit of shut-eye. 2 days for an eelfish. Hell, that's got to be a record, doesn't it? Hey, Root. How you going? And welcome to the Stray Mate Kitchen. I'm actually finding it hard to believe we've come up to a 3rd day now of this mission. It is the final day. We are getting the cook done. Last night, obviously, it was a late night and I couldn't sleep because I'm that excited to try this and have a crack at smoking it. I've had a look at a few YouTube clips and I think I've got a bit of an idea of what we've got to do. So old Ernie the eel's been left to brine overnight, and we'll pull him out now. Just paper towel him off. When you're smoking stuff, you want it to be dry, so the smoke will stick to it. I've just noticed too, you can actually scratch out that bloodline like so, which I think will make it taste a bit better. We've got the smoker fired up, we are ready to cook. So, we're gonna run it on this top grate, which I've oiled already, just a slight coating of oil just to make sure it doesn't stick. And then we're up to the main part, chuck the eel on. Now, I wasn't sure whether to go belly up or upside down, but I think I'll just go on his side and sort of lay it crossways, like so. Cook you good thing. Have a look at this. Look how oily it is. A little bit longer. I've been that excited for this. I can't even explain how excited I am for this. Oh. So I feel like it's going to be like smoked trout. You know it's done when the skin just sort of peels away. Like, look at that. Oh, that's real good. It's not fishy at all. It's actually like, oh, it's real good. You know what? I don't even know what I'd say that tastes like. It's almost like a cross between fish and chicken. You know what it'd be good with? Cracked pepper bicky, bit of barrel cheese. Now friend Ernie the eel. Cheers, legends. Oh. That'll give a jellyfish a hard. How good's that? Thanks again for your support, legends. Jump on and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, I'll get back to you. See you next time. You.
I'm light years, call me eons. When the snare kick in, the beat is neon. Lights, yeah, I'm feeling magnificent. Care less what I'm up against.